ESPN app, ESPN News, we're presented by Progressive Insurance. KJM Nation, you can join the show on the Dr. Pepper call-in line, 888-SAY-ESPN, 888-729-3776. It is time to play real or not real, as you can plainly hear. Underdogs who will win this week. Pat Costello, take it away.
Guys, the Ravens are 3-point underdogs. So real or not real, the Ravens will beat the Bills.
Real. I think it's real. I think it's 100% real. Lamar Jackson's been on fire, and so is Josh Allen. Josh Allen ran into a little bit of an issue against the Miami Dolphins, but I think he bounces back. They got to get Knox, the tight end, involved. Davis may not be in the lineup, so we'll see. But I think Lamar and that young nucleus of wide receivers is coming to the party.
Yeah, I'll say not real. I know that secondary is depleted for the Bills, but just the way that Josh Allen let that game out of his hands against the Miami Dolphins, a couple of passes down the stretch that he didn't complete, I think it's going to be a bounce-back game, not only for Josh Allen, but also for that defense against the leading MVP candidate right now, Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, I think it is real. I think that, and you know I'm a huge Patrick Mahomes guy. When Lamar Jackson's been healthy, not just this year, but also last year, he's been the best football player in the world. That includes everybody. Right now, he's the best football player in the world. I don't think it's particularly close. I think he's on his own tier, and then you can talk about everyone else. What he has done so far this year has been ridiculous because, Jay, he ain't got anybody with him.
I get it,
he doesn't have a team
but
with
Josh
him.
Allen statistically is right there.
First of all, eyeball test says Lamar so far.
I agree with you.
Say
I said
Lamar.
that he has a lead, but it's not.
But numbers say Lamar, and he's not working with anything.
You make it feel like there is this major gap between him and Josh Allen.
It's not major. But it's decisive.
Close.
It's decisive, in other words. You're right. That's overstated. It's decisive.
It's a big gap.
It's not a big gap.
It's a big gap, Jay. You got one guy with a lights-out defense. You got another guy that's
and a great receiver.
Taking a great receiver. You got one dude basically taking a stadium and putting it on his back when everybody knows. Everybody in the stadium knows number 8 has the football. What are we going to do?
And they can't do anything.
If Josh Allen comes close to rushing yards, close, maybe somewhat close, but throws for 6,000 yards.
He's on pace for 5,700. You're right. And by the way, it's going to be an historically great season.
Come on, man.
But
and he's trucking people differently.
Lamar Jackson's on pace for 68 touchdowns.
It'll be historically a great season.
Yeah. By the way, you remember remember last week or before they lost when I was saying, hey, could the Bills go undefeated? And we knew it was ridiculous and everything, but they're playing at that level where you're like, oh, could they do it? But I looked at the schedule and thought, on the other hand, they might lose their next 3 games. It's possible.
And the thing about Lamar, if Lamar doesn't lose to Miami, we're not even having a conversation about anybody.
I hear you, but I mean, look, I'm tired of living in these hypothetical words,
No,
Keith.
but it's the
as well.
reality of it.
Yes,
what fatigues you about it?
You change your mind.
Yes, but Keith, the reality of it
fatigued.
is that they lost.
Yeah, but
they lost.
That will make your mind go in a different direction because of the loss.
No,
when you're looking at the individual player,
no, it's not.
He's by
Jay,
far
I'm curious.
the best dude.
Why are you tired out by these hypotheticals? Why are you so sleepy?
It's not. I have Lamar right now with the lead, but I think this game, considering what happened to the secondary for the Bills,
would you agree it's decisive? Look. I would rephrase.
It's swing back in Josh Allen's direction if they win.
How they win, though, how it looks.
If they win, because I'm assuming if they win, it's because of him.
Lamar, look, he's facing a better defense.
And it swings in his direction, right? If he wins and he plays well, but it also depends on what the guy in Tampa Bay in Kansas City does.
Yeah.
Because if he goes off,
don't let Patrick Mahomes throw for 4 touchdowns.
You know what I'm saying? Something like that, it'll swing that way.
But you know what? Lamar throws for 2, runs 1 in. They beat the Bills. He's got. I mean, I'll rephrase. It's not that it's by far; it's that it's decisive. In other words, it's a close round, right? But one guy definitely won. Lamar's winning.
I'm on the same page with that.
Fine. All right. What else we got, Pat?
All right. Real or not real? Washington, the 3-point underdogs, will beat Dallas. Real or not real?
Not real. Cooper is on a rush right now. Oh, you see how I did that?
I do.
No, it's not real. Cooper Rush is found a little groove, taking care of business against Cincinnati, the Giants, and now the next one is the Washington Commanders. Like 9 names. And the running game is there.
Yes.
CeeDee Lamb seems like he wants to play a little football. I know it's a rival or whatnot, but Washington and Carson Wentz not going to beat the Cowboys.
I mean, look, man, we've seen how good this Cowboy defense is.
Oh, I forgot about them.
Correct? Mm-hmm. Right? Probably best in the league.
Probably best pass rush, yeah.
Yeah. So Carson Wentz, last 2 games, been sacked 14 times. 14 times in the last 2 games.
Saying they're going to add to that total?
That's going to add to that total. Michael Parsons, DeMarcus Lawrence, they're going to have fun with this game. And at the end of the day, I think that key, you go back to that running game for the Cowboys with Tony Pollard, with Ezekiel Elliott. If they do it on the ground, like that's the formula for the Cowboys to win games.
Don't let Cooper Rush. I agree with you guys. Don't let him win this game and then beat the Rams. Because what if he beats the Rams? And then let me ask you this. What if then Dak is like
Dak
on the
coming back against the Rams?
but
Right
let's
around
say
that
he
time,
doesn't.
right, Key?
It's right on the border, right?
Unless
Now
you decide to give him more time.
but if he beats the Rams and then for some reason what if he beats the Rams and the Eagles?
Well, that's
Well,
let me ask you a
it
question.
doesn't matter.
If hold on, Max. If he beats the Rams, you trying to bring Dak back
Nope.
for his first game against the
Nope.
Eagles?
I
Nope.
am.
I'm not.
100%.
I'm staying with the hot
divisional
hand.
rival?
Whenever he's ready to go, he'll be underneath the center.
Because of the money. Would you play him? Football mind Key. Would you play
I
him
would
or would
start
you
him
stay with
after
the
the
hot
Eagles
hand?
game, Key.
I would play him, but I also would reduce his responsibility.
Look, Detroit, Chicago. I would rather play him in that stretch. If they win against the Rams, I would let Cooper Rush have a shot against them.
Right, and my point is if he won that game, why are you taking him out after that? I'm leaving him until he loses.
Yeah, because the ceiling is higher for me with my team with Dak, more so than Cooper Rush.
Remember what I told
I'm
you?
on a roll.
No, but
Dice,
you
okay,
just reduced his responsibility. That's all. Don't feel like you have to have him do everything because we gave him a bunch of money. You just reduce it. Whatever you're doing with Cooper Rush, you implement that into the Dak Prescott plan.
I don't know, Max. You're starting to talk me into that. I'm not saying long term, but I'm just saying for that stint right there, I don't.
Not gonna happen.
Yo, if I got
Pat,
a
let's
pitcher
move
in the
on.
game, he's getting everyone out, and the pitch count's okay. He's staying in until he gives up a hit, man. I'm not. You know what I'm saying? If the Cooper Rush pitch count low, he's okay. He's winning and winning. Go ahead, Pat.
Chicago is 3-point underdogs. We're playing real or not real underdogs. Who
Real.
will win this week? Chicago 3-point underdogs against New York. Real or
Real.
not real? Chicago will win.
Real. I think they win this game. It's going to upset Max and Jay, and they're going to scream and holler and complain and talk about the Giants or Gettleman's fault and all that. But I think, Chicago.
We're building.
Chicago's a team that they're trying to find their way, just like the Giants.
We're building.
They're trying to find their way. But I think because the quarterback is a little more dynamic than Daniel Jones, although they do have Saquon Barkley, I just feel like Chicago should win this game.
Is Justin Fields more dynamic? The ceiling for Justin Fields is higher, in my opinion, than Daniel Jones.
Well,
But,
dynamic means-
dynamic to me, like athletically, the way you move, the way you create. I'm not sure about that. I don't know. I kind of feel
Daniel
like
Jones fast.
this
How many
might.
times you gonna say he's fast?
He's fast. He
might
just
be
doesn't
like
look athletic when he
even
runs like Josh
athletic.
Allen.
I mean,
or
I
something
grant like
Jalen
feels like
Hurts.
Justin Fields has a little bit more to him, right? A little bit more
Yeah, that
swag
ain't-
to it,
little
where it looks
excitement.
different. But I don't know if it's more dynamic. So I think the defense is going to step up for the Giants. It's at home. You can't lose back-to-back games at MetLife Stadium, man. You can't do it.
You know, there's something about Justin Fields. I just said about Cooper Rush. The dude, whatever it is, he's been able to win even when he's played poorly. There's something about I
little more
like
dynamic.
I like guys who the team responds to, right? But he is not nearly as advanced in his career as Daniel Jones. Right now, Daniel Jones a better quarterback technically, right, than Justin Fields. He goes through his progressions.
I would let you get away with that.
Yeah, right now. I mean, he's been in the league longer, and at
But
any rate.
to me, Justin Fields still more dynamic because he can pull the ball down, he can do, and then all of a sudden he might just throw it. And
Yeah.
That's more dynamic to me.
Listen, I wanted the Giants to draft Justin Fields because I thought he had better upside than Daniel
But
Jones.
he's got a lot of stuff he needs to clean up, and he'll get there. But I think he'll start this week against the Giants.
I like the Giants to win this game. I like.
We got to see how
I like the
that,
Giants to win this game.
that front seven handles David Montgomery on that run game, because that's what they're going to do.
Yep.
Just pound the ground, man, all day long. Got two of my favorite teams. This sucks.
All right, two more quick ones here, fellas. The Raiders.
Two teams in his top 10 of favorite teams, Pat. Two of his 10 favorite
Sometimes you
teams.
can make a lot of money on fading your
Oh
favorite
yeah, I
teams
forget.
too
I forget
now.
who I'm
Don't get it
talking
twisted.
to. Professional gambler. Yes, go ahead.
Las Vegas 2.5-point underdogs against Denver. Real or not real? Las Vegas will beat Denver.
Where's the game?
I think it's in Las Vegas, right?
I think it is in
It's
Las
in
Vegas.
Vegas, yeah,
They're
because they
due,
go back
man.
home.
They're due.
It feels like they're due.
I'm going to say the Raiders are going to beat the Denver Broncos because they are due. It's about time. Look, the door is open for Josh McDaniels. Everybody's looking at him now, trying to figure out what is this? Who is this? Social media, trending, ex-players biting at him about his behavior when he was in Denver. He's 0-3. A lot of that falls on the coach. He's got to win this game to quiet the noise.
Derek Carr, it's time. Josh Jacobs, we always talk about it. In a contract year, it's time. And Devontae Adams in that wide receiving core, Renfro, you talk about Waller. They have all the pieces. This is a must-win game for them at home. I would take this spread in this occasion.
Me too, but may I say something here?
Yeah, she may say something.
Josh McDaniels, I don't blame you. I blame Mike McDaniel. But much like Terrell Owens, there's no such name as Terrell. It's Terrell, right? Like what's going on with the McDaniels? Can we all just, the two of them get together and all the McDaniels in the world get together and decide, are we pluralizing or not? Is there an S? Is it McDaniel or McDaniels? Because I don't blame Josh for this, because usually you think McDaniels. I blame Mike. Mike McDaniel. You've ruined this for me now. I'm always thinking, wait, is it which McDaniel? Did I put an S? That's my basic comment on that game. I think the Raiders are due. They're going to win.
All right.
It's a great stretch. It's incredible.
Last one. New Orleans is 2.5-point underdogs against Minnesota. Real or not real? Key,
take it away.
take it away.
You know, Pat, it looks real close here.
Is this something you're not telling me? Have things changed since yesterday?
I'm going to take the Minnesota Vikings in this one.
Oh.
I think the New Orleans Saints
Almost called my bookie again.
New Orleans Saints are a little bit banged up. Michael Thomas hadn't practiced much this week. Jameis Winston, same sort of thing. Landry, same sort of thing. I think they're going to be shorthanded in this particular game. Yeah, I'm going to take the Vikings.
Smelling something I don't like here.
What was that?
Is Key.
Uh-oh.
Is Key playing that role, reverse jinxing it?
Oh.
Because, he's giving me, now he's giving me too much. Well, Michael
What
Thomas,
you got on this game, Jay?
When have you ever heard Key give up info about his nephew?
Well, I'm just saying, it's out there in the public.
You don't want to be wrong.
But the report is he hadn't practiced in a couple
because
days.
nepotism is real, and you have a twinkle in your eye. Regardless, you would never then reiterate it.
I'm going off on research.
See,
our
You know what I
research
think's
team.
happening to you,
I don't
Jay?
know.
Let me just say what I think's happening. I
Yes.
see this with my daughters, okay? My daughter Esther, who's older, will poke at Sammy, who's younger than her a lot. And eventually Sam gets very suspicious of anything Esther does. I think what's happening right now is some kind of post-traumatic thing for Jay with Key. Key is poking him so much that Jay now doesn't trust anything Key says.
Just when it
See
comes
what
to
you've
the
done,
Saints.
Key? You see what
Only
you've
when
done
it
to
comes
this man?
the Saints.
Look at him doing what?
You're just always giving him a little something, and
No,
now
it's not. It's just when it comes to the Saints.
No.
He's like
I'm not
There's
sure
something
whether
more.
I believe
He's
it or
like
not.
that little dog that's always barking at your heels.
a little tiny dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Little dog on the big boat. Yeah, right.
On a big bite. I've never heard that one before.
Yeah, that's a new one.
Yeah, there you go. Think about it.
So
Pat, it looks like they're going to score here. I don't know. You know who that is? Okay, so here's one for you. It goes, well, Jim, it looks like I think they're going to kick a field goal here, Jim. I don't know. It's your Romo.
All right.
once you say Jim, it gives it away. All right.
Tony's going to kill me.
A scary incident. So we have to stop having fun now for a second because there is a serious situation. Again, I got to make a hard turn, so we all do, Jay. That's right. A scary incident during Thursday Night Football. Look, we saw it with Tua. We're going to get into it. More on that, actually, right now in this